Okay, just a mic here. Alright, somebody asked me to do an explanation on doing power connections and connectors and how for what. So, here we go. Over here we have the solar panels, or solar bank. Here we have a battery pack. We have our generator bank. Mark them a little bit. Over this here, these things here are called wire relays. And then of course you have the switch, another relay. Here I have a shotgun turret. We have an autogun turret and two pressure plates. Out here on the ground, you hardly see them. These are tripwires. Alright, start with what the basic stuff is what we use with generators. Generator obviously has to have engines to run. Max wattage for them is 300 watts. You need gas, it's easy to farm, all that good fun stuff. Alright, we're going to turn it back on. I'm going to unwire these. Use the wire connectors in your hand. You right click if you want to add a wire cable. Or, and then left click to disconnect your wire connectors. Okay, so let's go with the first simple explanations. I built this little building here to make it somewhat easy, or easier. So, I have one Chelsea over here. The AI is turned off on them. You can see they're not even paying attention to me, but I have them out here for bait. I'll spot more if we need it. Alright, so, first thing you do, take a wire from your generator. And I always run to one of these first, even close by. Even if it's plenty long enough for, like, say, from here to there, I still do it. Because these things, you'll notice when you run your wires, if you get too far out, see where it goes red? Means the line's too long. This is, like, right about here is about as far as that line would go. Well, in any case, like that. Then I always go from the generator to a relay. I'm going to hook this up to another relay just because it's closer. I usually go generator to a relay to a switch. Switch it so you can have the power on, but anytime you want to, you can flip it off and on and kill the power to what you're feeding. So then you take it from here. Okay, another here's the relay. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run this over here for the tripwire. Or maybe I am. Yeah, I am. So now I've got the power relay, power going to this tripwire. This tripwire back over to here, which now where this purple line is anything that trips it is going to activate what we're going to rig up. From the tripwire, then you go up here and you connect it to what you want to hook it to, like here, which is a shotgun turret. It is loaded. They only say shotgun turrets, all the turrets only use regular ammo. You cannot put slugs in. As you can see, it came down here. It will not fit. So you have to use shotgun ammo. Make sure that's set on lock. If you're in a PvP thing, yeah, you might want to set up for strangers, but I'm just going to set up for only target zombies. Okay? So again, we've got power here, over here to the switch, and then out to the first tripwire, and the tripwire across, and then up to what we want to use it on. Now you can do things like go from the shotgun as well, and now that's connected to the horn, or the siren, or whatever as well. Now the tripwires are kind of unique. They're very fragile. I'll show you that later. But you can set them how long, when they get tripped, how long you want them to keep triggering the device or the item that it's connected to. You have to have that set, otherwise it's going to trigger on, it's going to last for about 1 second and you're not going to get anything done. Okay, So, let's go up here. We'll turn the AI on. Get their attention. Oh, I should have set them to run, but I didn't. That's fine. Get their attention. Come on, you stupid teenagers. When they go over that line, it will trigger the siren, and it will trigger the shotgun turret, which can shoot through the fence. Why don't they stop? You move, ladies. Alright, now come down lower. Maybe that's part of it. Come on, this way. Come on. Almost there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Turn that on. So let's try it again. No problem. Come up here. We'll just get a couple more here. Okay, now we did make sure the generator can be on. Which it is. I forgot to throw this switch. That's not very smart of me. Okay, come on, lady. Over here. Lunch. And as you've seen it, they triggered it by the tripwires. And of course this damn alarm went off in the meantime. Okay, so now we see that. So we're going to wrong wire. Unwire that. Come down here. We'll just leave them hooked up. And like I said, these things are very fragile. See, 100 hit points. So if they take damage, they'll break really easy. Therefore, then it doesn't work. One of the reasons I don't like them. Okay. Another thing that we use is pressure plates. Same thing. The power is off. You don't have to have the power off. You won't get electrocuted if you leave it on, but I just turn it off because, well, you know. What we'll do, we'll come down here, connect it to one trigger plate, the second trigger plate, and then up to here. And then again, we'll run over here just so we know that it comes on. Make sure our switch is on. That does help. Spawn in another cheerleader or two. And then here, see, I triggered it because I stepped on it. I didn't mean to, but that's what happens. These things also have a time limit that they do to turn power off and on. Let me do this where maybe I don't be so stupid. Come down, around. Hey guys, on. Over here, ladies. Now, the problem with the shotgun turret is, see, it's so far inside. The shotgun turret's not going to do much. But I went with that one because, well, it was still active. Okay, so I'll turn that off. It's pretty simple. Oops. Unhook. That's unhooked anyway. Okay. Why is that still showing a power lead out to the horn? Okay. Alright, we're going to unhook these. Okay. Now, to me, if you're using pressure plates, the way to do that, again, for me, if I was going to use these, some people use it so that they can step on to trigger it. Some do it where they tell me to step on and trigger it. What you can do with these is go like hook to here. Oops. Why is it not connecting? There we go. Okay. Then you'll rig it into your dart box. Make sure you do run. Make sure it's all connected in. Okay. I am going to go ahead and do this. So again, so you have audio notification that it is working. So I'm going to Throw the switch on. Over here, put Chelsea's in. Come on down. Yeah, you're still running. Why are you going the wrong way, lady? Over here. Come on. When you step up on this plate, they'll activate the darts. You'll hear the siren go off. Just like that. In here. Come on. Ding that. Don't aim, so we're not down super back. Throw the switch. Notice the generator's been on the whole time. They just were killing it from here for safety factor. Okay, so now that we've done that, this pretty much works with any of them that you do it with. God, I gotta sneeze, and I'm trying not to. Hang on 1 second, I'm going to have to sneeze this because I can't help it.
I like that you have to turn wood into sticks, rocks into sharpened rocks.
Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, basically it goes generator up and over and over and over. Now, what you can do, let's unhook this. If you wanted to, you can put it over on a generator to a battery bank. And the battery generator will help keep these batteries charged while it's running. But if that thing runs out of gas, it's not going to do you any good. But while these batteries are doing it still here, they're not damaged. If they don't get recharged, they get damaged. Their power goes down. Then you have to repair them with repair kits to get them to function again. Okay. Now, I mentioned solar panel last night. Like I said here, you've got a solar panel, then you have to buy solar cells. Let's see if I can turn this off. And this is these. I've not known these to get damaged very quickly. In fact, I've never had to repair one ever. But you do want at least a level 3. Otherwise, basically, the rule of thumb is if you have level 3 here on your solar cells, you really just want to go at least level 3 or a little more on your batteries. Because 222, 132, see the problem? So you don't want to go over your 132 watts. And at nighttime, the batteries will kick over, or take over, once you hook it up correctly. If you try to rig things up with just a solar cell without a battery bank, the only time you're going to get power is during daytime. At nighttime, you get squat. Alright, now, again, it says 132 watts. This says 222, all level 3. So we want to make sure we got those that way. But no, the battery bank, it has more wattage, unless it's actually using the current, which like electric fences would use current pretty much all the time. But your turrets, your dart traps, blade traps, unless they're on, are not drawing anything. So during that daytime, this 132 watts is regenerating those. That's why I say you never want to go on each line, whatever this says, 132 watts. So whatever you're connecting up to, you want to get like, at most on this line, you want to put it like maybe 120 watts for the whole thing, even with the battery pack. Because if you do try to put 200, 240, whatever, it may all run. But you're never going to keep these batteries charged, and you're going to be using repair kits on these batteries. again, go yep, unhook. Come on. Run this to the battery pack. The battery pack to the relay. Then of course we have going relays going up to a switch. Again, they work just like a generator. Okay, as long as these two have charge, they will work without any problem. Now, electrical timer relays, you see it's a little different. Those are just called, you know, wire relays. These are what I call a pain in the ass. Now, if you're trying to conserve power and you're okay, like say if you're going to be out, I don't know, you take off going mining, whatever, say 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to try to get back by 3, that's great. You can set this up to whatever time you want it to start and what time to end. But if something happens in between and you don't really remember that that's set up that way, they're not going to power anything. So I don't like those for that reason, because I have messed that up. Okay, again, solar panel, battery bank, so your wire relays, do a switch, then you can run a switch to whatever. One thing I didn't take care of here was electric fences, and I'll put some in here shortly for that. I do want to make sure these are turned on. There you go. Now that's out. The time should go. I thought it was shorter. They did it on purpose so the cells would not be getting no power. Still see now. Right now it's showing it's using 2 watts. That's it. That's just to activate the eye here and these 2 traps. Okay. Again, just for audible sound, that we know they're kicking in. Up over here on the top side. Put a couple more cheerleaders down here. Oops, wrong button. Come down. Let's make, I'm going to turn the AI off because I don't want to wander around. And make sure it's set for zombies only. And what we're going to do, now the nifty part is when you turn that switch on, now this has these traps have power to them, so they're just going to keep firing forever. That's why you would want really, my nose is killing me. Now, if you have dart traps, I would have them, no matter what, I would have them on a switch. But you can't do more than one item off the switch. See? Throw the switch, they're done. They quit. You're wired to both. Even though you can't see it, which I'm not going to turn no clip on so you can. Most of these things you can do like 3 wires per terminal off it, I think. I never really paid much attention to it. We will see. Maybe it's more. Maybe they changed that. Okay, they changed it. That's nice. So we'll unhook all this because it's very confusing with all the little wire lines. Unhook you. Unhook you. I am going to this here. And a lot of times you cannot reverse wire it. Sometimes you'll hook it like you went from here, you went to here and here, and the wires will break. So then you have that pretty much just start from this end and then work your way back towards the direction. Okay, electric fences. Where's the key for that? Oh yeah, here we go. Electric fence post. Beautiful. So we'll put these down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you basically here. And they too have a length limit. Oh, come on. Really? Yeah, I'm not the best person to do this. These are fragile. So yes, you do want them somewhat protected from being damaged. If they get damaged too much, and they will get damaged while being used, they break. They just quit working. Most of any of these traps, and they get the gun turrets, blade traps, all of it. Something I didn't put in, but that's okay. You get the gist on this anyway, but we'll do these real quick. Alright, let's see here. Again, connect 1, 2, and connect again, and over to here. And you just keep going back and forth in a zigzag. Okay. Alright. Let's see what happened there. Something really went wookie right there. Just gotta kind of watch what you're going with it, because sometimes, now watch what I'm doing here. Well, maybe watch what I do here. Is that breaking? Nope, it's not letting me do it. Sometimes you can do that. Evidently it's not letting me do it now. So basically the zombies walk through here, they're going to get zapped and stunned and slowed. And that's a great time for like having extra turrets or darts or whatever. Help beat the poo out of them because they can't move or run very fast. I wonder. Oh, it's not working. Okay. They may have fixed that, which was a bug anyway. It'll still work. Right? Connecting, yeah, okay. No, then I'll take like from here, connect to here. Now you see what happened? All that stopped. That's why sometimes you gotta start from this angle. Come from here, connect. Now if that didn't break, you're still golden. So we'll come here. Do these relatively quickly, just simple. What I was trying to do earlier was a little trick I did, and I learned, and I could do it sometimes, but not all the time. And what I ended up doing is getting an extra line off the pole. So you get an extra line that's shocking the zombies, or whatever you want to call them. Okay? Now, we're going to make sure this is working. Tell me I did not just do that. Please don't mess up. Okay, I didn't. Alright, here we go. Yep, they're on. So we'll put some Chelsea's out there. Come down over here. Okay, again, this is off somewhere. We have 43 watts with all those on there. You'll notice though, 0. Because right now with the sun coming out, this is doing all the power. When the sun goes out, this will read 0, and this one will read the wattage. Okay. Put it back on key 1. Turn the AI on. Over here, ladies. Dinner. And zap, 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 zap. Again, it doesn't work. It doesn't stop them, but it will stun and hurt the hell out of them. It took nothing to kill them. And those I really, really suggest you have this way to do it so you don't accidentally try to walk over here and loot something and, well, they're on and you know, have no way to turn them off to get your loot. But that's about it. The only thing I didn't put in was a blade trap. This over here was an experiment I was doing. I have just some blades here. The whole thing up here on top. Yep, you see it. It's all solar. You can see it's a solar bank, solar battery, relay, switch inside, and then it's wired out to these guys. So I can turn them off. I have one shotgun here. Yeah, low down ammo. This experiment didn't work out so well for me. But yeah, I had to try it. I hope this helps. Any other further questions, you can PM me and ask me later. But yeah. Alright. Anything else I can think of? Switches. We did that. We did the tripwires, fences. Blade traps, like I said, ain't no big deal. Put them in a hallway or somewhere where you want them to chop them. Shotgun. Okay. That's about it. I hope this helps, bud. Later.